Hello, it's Friday, guys. It's TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Without any more introductions, without any more descriptions, let's welcome Ant here. Ant, come here. Come here. Woo! Hello.
Hello.
Here he is.
Hi, everybody.
How are you doing today?
Good, good. The weather was interesting today, but
The weather was very interesting today. Did you work today?
I did. I was at the Ueno branch.
Ueno branch. Oh, that's one of like our members' favorite.
It's a really nice spot.
Really nice, right?
I love the design and everything. It was awesome.
Yeah. Was it your first time there? Or?
It was.
Oh, nice. Guys, if you haven't been to Ueno, I recommend definitely. It's a beautiful, beautiful place with lots of flowers.
Yes.
And greenery in it.
Yeah, just the aesthetic is it's very comfortable and very relaxing.
True. So Ant, or Anthony, whatever you prefer. Ant. Okay, perfect. So I would like to ask you some questions because maybe some of our members might not know you still, might not have opportunity to meet you at some sessions.
Yes.
But for the first one, I think it's like the typical question every Gaikokujin gets asked in like, what brings you to Japan?
Okay. Well, one, I've lived in Japan before. I used to live in Okinawa for work. I was in the military. So after having that experience, really fell in love with just everything about Japan. But even before that, I've really big into anime, technology, video games. So those were some of my interests that made me want to go to Japan. And then thankfully for the military, I was able to experience it. And once I got here, it was so much more than I expected. Like, it wasn't just anime, it was people, food, cultures, tradition, now I'm in love.
It's a very culturally rich country, right? So from Okinawa, you said you came there like to station in Okinawa, right? Can you choose a destination to station or?
Unfortunately, no. Not at the lower level. Some people that are important, they get that option. But for me, it was completely random, and I lucked out.
Oh yeah, so you got lucky with the location.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whenever I found out I was going to Okinawa, like all my friends, everyone in my last unit was so jealous. And like, what did you do? Who did you talk to? Like, no one.
It's like something sketchy there. Like, how did you get Okinawa?
I won the lotto. And a winning ticket.
Whoa! How long did you station in Okinawa for?
3.5 years.
That's a long time. That is a long time. Okay, so how would you compare living in Okinawa to living in Tokyo?
Okinawa is definitely a lot slower paced. It's relaxed. And for those of you who've been there, like it's chill. It's slow. It's nice. It's a tropical island. So if you've ever been on vacation to like Hawaii or any tropical place, that is the atmosphere of it.
Maybe some of you guys know, maybe you know, I don't know, but I've been recently obsessed with idea of going to Okinawa. I've never been there. So I'm recently like, I just want to go to those like beaches.
Yes. Now that the state of emergency is over, you got to take that advantage because the weather is great, the beaches. That was my first time having clear blue water at the beach, where you can. Like I remember my first time, I was about maybe waist deep, and I could see my feet, and it was crazy.
Guys, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. The thing is, like in my country, we have sea, right? But it's not great. It's really dirty. It's terrible. So I've actually never experienced this like clear blue water.
Yeah, not all the beaches, I think, but there are a few, the nicer areas.
Guys, if you've been to Okinawa, if you have any kind of experience, you can also share that in the chat. Don't be shy, don't be scared. We're reading all of it. But so you kind of were, well, it was like not a choice to come here with the military, but now you're here not with the military. So how did you find your way back to Japan?
School was
Okay.
my option. So I'm a full-time student, and going back to school wasn't always the plan. I actually call it a backup plan. I was looking for jobs, trying to get hired from America, but during the pandemic, it was very difficult. So after a certain amount of time of just not finding any luck with getting hired, I made the decision to go back to school.
Ooh. So what is your major?
I am a communications major on the video production side.
Oh, what can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's just more, like, I don't know, TV shows, movies, anything type of media related with sound and video equipment. It's just a big grouping of things like that. So learning how to use a camera properly, learning lighting, learning how to, edit and mix sound and make sure that our session right now is the best it looks on camera.
Oh, okay. So it's very related to
Videography, yeah.
Videography.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like it's the back end side of videography.
Oh, okay.
The side no one ever sees.
Behind the scenes
Yeah.
kind of thing. Whoa, okay. So in school, how long since you came to school in Japan, how long have you been here?
Since January.
Oh, so it's gonna be closing to a year now.
Almost a year in
Almost
Tokyo.
a year. Different than Okinawa.
Very different. But
Very
this
different.
is where I prefer to be. Yeah, Tokyo is.
Are you a city boy?
Yeah. Although this was probably my first city that I got to live in. But I've always wanted to. So this is now.
Okay, so that's actually a good point. So you're from America.
Yeah.
Where exactly in America are you from?
Complicated question.
Okay.
But I was born in New Jersey, and so that's on the northeast side of America. But with my parents being in the military, I lived multiple places.
Oh, so you moved a lot.
Yeah.
But you say it's like a first city, Tokyo.
Yeah.
You live in. So was it mostly kind of countryside?
I would say suburban.
Okay.
Just because we were always living on or near a military base. So not many military bases are situated next to a big city.
Big city, right, true. There's actually, from Maiko-san, drinking Okinawan beer at the beach is amazing. Have you done that?
Yes, plenty of times.
Plenty of times.
Yeah. Orion,
Guys, you made me more and more jealous now.
keep it up. We gotta get her to Okinawa. Keep it up.
I gotta go to Okinawa. Does Okinawa have like its own beer?
Yeah, Orion.
Oh. Is it like, what kind of beer is it?
I don't know how to describe. I'm not too much of a beer person.
Right,
So yeah,
me
I'm not
too,
very
actually.
well versed, but I know Orion is Okinawan beer. And to me, it tastes good.
Yeah. Oh my god. Maiko-san, thank you so much. I'm just more and more convinced I'm gonna go to Okinawa soon. But okay, so going back, so you moved around a lot in America. Was there a place in America where you stayed kind of the longest time?
Yes, so that would be Virginia.
In Virginia?
Yeah, I sort of claim Virginia if I had to choose.
As a hometown?
Yeah.
How long did you stay there?
That, probably from, definitely over 10 years.
10 years, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I want to say from middle school till a little bit past high school. Yeah.
Past high school. Wow, 10 years, yeah, that's, but still kind of hearing that 10 years, you kind of claim it as a hometown. For me, where I lived for 26 years in the same place, it kind of sounds like, whoa, you had to move a lot. Right? Really.
And I sort of envy you, someone who's been in one place, because I like the idea of knowing everything about your area and just being familiar with it. With me, I was always sort of on the move a couple years.
It's really scary sometimes. I'm from like super countryside, so everybody knows everybody. any little mistake you do, everybody's talking about it. So it's like, oh, did you hear what Meya just did like last week? Yeah, it's.
You know, Meya never went to Okinawa.
Did you know she never went to Okinawa? So going kind of away from the background, I checked your profile. I also had some conversations with you, and you said you are interested in several things that I would like to talk to you about. So first one that is probably, I think, also connected to your studies, you said you are a photographer.
Yes, correct. So with my school, Temple, the branch of Temple that's here in Tokyo, because it's smaller, they don't have as many major studies to choose from. So my main focus and passion is photography, and that's what I want to be. But they don't have a study for that. So they have individual classes that you can take. So the communications video production is similar to where you're working with a lot of the equipment, and you're sort of a little bit in the same field. But yes, my passion is photography.
Oh, so what kind of photography are you interested in?
I tend to focus more on people, like models, portrait photography. But photography as a whole is just really fun and amazing. And, you know, whether it be landscape, agriculture, wildlife, street, there's always something fun and new and rewarding about it. But since I want to make it a career, taking pictures of people, I think is one of the best. You
know. I happen to know your Instagram. I saw some of your photos, and they were incredible. They were so nice. I was like, oh, I kind of want the photos like this.
If you ever do pictures.
Amazing. How did you get into that?
This is it wasn't intentional. It wasn't on purpose.
Okay.
After I got out the military, the friends that I was staying with, we wanted to start a YouTube channel. So we all pitched money in to buy a camera. Everything was going well, and then all of a sudden, it just fell apart. And two of the friends, one of them had to move, one of them didn't want to be in the channel. So they didn't care about the camera, so I kept the camera. And I was like, I have a camera now. I might as well learn how to take pictures and practice it. And messing around, I found out that I really like it.
That's amazing. I mean, well, it's a shame that the YouTube thing didn't work out, but from something bad, something good came out, kind of thing. Whoa. I always find photography to be like, for me, so complicated, all the camera settings and everything.
It can be, but also it can be very simple.
Yeah, how are you? You stationed in Okinawa, so that's a very warm place.
Yeah.
Are you okay with the cold climate?
Yeah, because where I grew up before that, we had the 4 seasons. So I was used to winters. But me being in Okinawa, and then after Okinawa, I moved to Florida. So both of them, it's the same weather.
Really warm, yeah.
So for the last 8 or 9 years, it's been tropical, warm, humid weather. And now I finally get an actual cold winter.
Oh, Tokyo?
Yeah.
You think it's cold?
It's colder than Okinawa.
It is colder. But I was actually talking about it recently. That for me, Tokyo winter is like autumn in my country.
Oh, yeah.
But if you go to like Hokkaido and Niigata,
Actually, we just talked about Niigata in my session. One of my members was from there, and they were telling me like they get 2 meter snow buildup. It's crazy.
It's incredible. Today, one member told me that in Hokkaido there is an ice bar or like ice village, and every house and everything is made out of ice.
I think I've heard of that.
Amazing. But back to some questions. We actually have, it's past 20 minutes, so if you have also any questions for Ant, you can ask them in the chat. If you have any experiences as well. I'm so happy, guys, you're so active in the chat, so amazing. You can ask any questions, you can share any experiences that you would like to know, but I'm going to continue with questions. But don't worry, we are seeing you, we're reading that. So if you have any, you can ask away. So you said before that before you stationed in Okinawa, you were interested in anime too.
Yes. Interested is an understatement.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm deep.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're really big anime.
Yes.
fan.
Yes.
How did that start?
At a young age, I guess. Probably, I think around when I was like 8 or 9 is when I got into, my first few animes, and it just took off from there. And I stayed with it, and it's always been something that's been with me and important in my life. Yeah.
Do you remember like a first anime I've ever seen?
The first, yes, because I've done a video talking about my anime origins.
Okay. Oh.
So the first obviously is Dragon Ball and Pokemon.
Right.
But what's interesting is at the time when I watched them, I didn't think of them as anime. I didn't know what anime was. They were dubbed in English. All the opening songs was in English. So I thought it was just an American cartoon.
Ah, yeah.
But then there were certain, I would see either pictures or clips or toys and like certain stores that had the Japanese characters, or I would see clips online of like Japanese, the Japanese versions. And so what really opened my eyes that this is something different. This isn't American cartoons. There's a show called Tenchi Muyo.
I don't know that.
Yeah, it's an older one.
Ooh.
Does anyone know Tenchi Muyo? I doubt it.
Ooh.
But
Ooh. If you know, you can let us know.
Yeah. But after that, yeah, I was hooked. So any anime I could find, I wanted to watch.
Wow, okay. Yeah, that's with you didn't know it was Japanese. I had similar experience in Poland. We had Dragon Ball, but funny thing, it was dubbed in French and subbed in Polish. Yeah, right? So I thought it was from France. And instead of Goku being Goku, we called him Songo, like Son Goku.
Okay, yeah.
But in Polish version, because it was like wrongly translated or something, it was Songo instead of Goku.
Okay.
So yeah, I completely understand that kind of, I don't know which country it's coming from. But actually, Masumi has a question. Are there any places you would like to visit in Japan? Very good question.
Yes. Honestly, I think all of Japan I do want to see, just because there's something new and different to experience. In terms of places that I want to go back to, just because we've been in a pandemic and traveling hasn't been a thing, is Osaka. I have a lot of friends in Osaka.
Oh.
And then I did a small trip in Kyoto, but it wasn't enough. And it left me with an itch, and I want to go back to Kyoto. But
Hungry for some more.
yeah. I've been to Hokkaido, and I would like to go back to Hokkaido as well to see more. But outside of that, I don't know too many places. I haven't done a lot of research about it. I need to. So if you have recommendations, please.
Oh yeah, you can recommend your hometowns, guys.
Yeah.
If you have any recommendations.
I'll go there and take pictures.
Yeah, that's actually kind of, I'm sorry, I'm gonna kind of backtrack a little bit, but Japan must be such a great country for the picture taking, anything really.
In my opinion, Japan is a paradise for photography.
Right.
Yes, that is. I don't know, I can't say it's the best place to be, but for me, it is the best place to be for photography.
There's so many beautiful places.
It is.
What do you think is the most beautiful place in Japan that you have taken pictures in?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
I can't,
so many.
Because most of the time I stick with people. So it's not so much about the location. The location is important in some degree because it adds value to the background and the scene of the picture. But I haven't really done too much sort of travel photography, taking pictures of locations.
That's gonna be strange for TGIF, but I have you seen Do you know Maiko-san, or geisha in general in Kyoto?
Yeah.
So Maiko-san is like a young geisha.
Okay.
They are like super decorated with like beautiful kimono and everything.
Yeah.
And there is a small chance where you go to Kyoto, to Gion district, you can sometimes, I was lucky enough to actually, like there was Maiko-san walking around. If you want to photograph people in Japan. So Maiko-san, they have this like the white makeup, everything with this like beautiful hair.
Yeah.
I think that would be perfect.
I agree, but I read an article, I think it was a few years ago, that they wanted to prohibit photography in certain areas of Kyoto, especially around the geisha and the Maiko. So that's the only like thing I would have to make sure that the area that I'm in,
it's like legal
photography is allowed. Yeah.
True. I mean, there are some. Last time I was there are some signs with like no pictures. When I saw Maiko-san, she came out of maybe like a tea house or something. Everybody was like phones and cameras, like that's why I saw her, because everybody suddenly were like, whoa. And I was like, what's happening? Is there like a celebrity or something? But that was Maiko-san.
I think it's probably situations like that where they started sort of enforcement on photography. Because that could be a little uncomfortable.
I for sure. I guess you could maybe arrange a session, like a
that's
photo
always
shoot.
the safest way.
Emiko, maybe you don't notice my question. Oh, I'm sorry.
Pass them?
Did I? Oh yeah. Emiko, I'm so sorry. What do you think of Japanese hamburgers like teriyaki rice burger? Do you accept that, or do you think it's not real?
No, it's definitely real. It's definitely real.
Yeah.
So I'm a foodie. I'm a fatty. I eat so much. So I love all the hamburgers. Actually, I was talking with I have a friend, and we were thinking about sort of doing reviews on all the different types of hamburgers here.
Really? Yeah. Like those very unique burgers in Japan.
And you interviewed her, Debbie.
Oh, Debbie! Oh, of course! She was here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Going back to Okinawa real quick. So far, one of the best burgers I've ever had was called at a place called Jetta Burger in Okinawa.
Oh.
So if you go, try out Jetta Burger.
Huh. There you go. So, oh yeah, I was gonna ask like which one was the favorite from like Unique, but you just answered that question. So basically, Jetta?
Jetta Burger.
Jetta Burger.
Yeah.
Why was it the best?
I guess just taste. It was the first time I had an egg on my burger.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never had that for some reason. It's
it
not
happens
really common
a lot.
in America.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. But it is quite, like, have you had the tsukimi burger in September in McDonald's? It's like moon viewing. You missed it. It's October already.
Yeah.
Oh, in September there was like a limited time burger, tsukimi burger.
Okay.
And it was with egg and bacon and stuff.
I may have had it because occasionally I eat, at McDonald's for something quick, and anytime I see eggs on a burger, I go for it.
Oh, so you really like it?
Now. Yeah, I love eggs. Love eggs.
My goodness. Yeah, Emiko, thank you so much for reminding us about your question. I'm so sorry, we totally missed it.
Yeah, all Japanese food, burgers and everything.
Right.
Just get it.
How about like Japanese food in general? What is kind of you enjoy, what you don't enjoy maybe?
I enjoy a lot of it. It's weird, I used to be a picky eater when I was younger. But after coming to Okinawa my first time, it opened my eyes, and now I'm okay with trying anything. Like,
wow.
Yeah. So from the foods that I've tried, I've loved, I think, all of it. My only maybe complaint is a lot of the food comes out super hot. Yeah. And I guess the expression cat tongue. Yeah, so I guess I have a sensitive tongue. So I have to let my food cool down
Oh, you mean like, for example, like ramen, if you have to like slurp on the ramen.
It's very hot. Yeah, so it just burns my mouth, burns my tongue. Yeah, everything is hot.
That is so true. I didn't think about it. Ooh.
And the reason why I think I pay attention to it is, like I said, I'm a fatty. So when I eat, like I'm a monster eating it, and I can't do that when it's so hot.
That's true. You cannot just like inhale the food. No. Yeah, we had like kind of hangout in LanCul a year ago, where we went to Shin Yokohama Ramen Museum. Have you been there?
I have not.
Oh, I recommend. It's amazing.
It's on the list.
So with some members, we kind of like spread around, and with some members, we went to one ramen shop, and everybody was like slurping the noodles, but I couldn't. I had to like. So I totally understand.
Yeah.
Totally understand. We have some more questions. Jenny, I really like the beef tongue in Sendai. I ate for 3 days when I traveled there.
I've seen videos about beef tongue, and I want to try it. It's so bad.
Yeah, I heard about it. I kind of want to try it, but I'm kind of scared a little bit.
It's understandable because it's different.
It is very different. Yeah.
But I want to try it.
Oh my gosh, we're out of time. Ant, thank you so much. I feel like I can talk with you for like 40 more minutes.
Yeah, this went by so fast.
Yeah, it went so quickly. Guys, thank you so much for your incredible questions and experiences. Thank you, Ant, for joining me this week.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, that's good to hear. That's great to hear.
Bye,
Guys,
everyone.
you can go.
Oh, what? Not yet.
Not yet. But we're gonna be finishing. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your weekend. It's gonna be beautiful. Finally, the typhoon is gone. It's not raining anymore, so guys, enjoy yourself. State of emergency is gone. Beer is back in LanCul too. So if you wanna join LanCul session, you can get some alcohol. So hey, woo! So guys, thank you so much. I will see you next week in the next TGIF, where Ahmed will be my guest. So I hope you will enjoy that. And yeah, have a great weekend. See you guys, and thank you. Yeah. See you. Bye.